It's Sarah for the Peter Channel Morning News, Thursday morning, October 23rd, 2014. Oh! Welcome to Thursday morning, October 23rd, 2014. Here are your news headlines. Here in our top story here at 8:30 here is the man who stormed Canada's government complex on Wednesday, killed a soldier, and sent Ottawa to an all-out panic, was a small-time criminal who has recently converted Islam and desperately wanted to move to the Middle East, according to reports. Here in Washington, a man arrested after jumping the White House fence on Wednesday night has been charged with 3 felony counts and 4 misdemeanors, the U.S. said. The U.S.-led coalition airstrikes on Syria have killed more than 500 people, mainly Islamic militants, since they began. Last month, activists said Thursday on warplanes targeted an oil field in the eastern El Zor province near Iraq. Kansas City, the just about at a time, police said things had gone according to plan for the San what they needed to get, someone stepped into the board provided as the Kansas City Royals defeat the San Francisco Giants in game number 2 of the World Series, 7-2 to take the series of one game apiece. Game 3 will be in San Francisco on Friday night. Facebook Chief Executive Officer Mark Zuckerberg told students at one of China's top universities in Mandarin that the company is looking to employ the country's best engineers. This undated and image provided by Michael Scribnick shows scientists newly described dinosaurs as one of the weirdest pretty ones. In Boston, high winds from a nor'easter brought down trees and knocked down power to 2,000 residents in eastern Massachusetts on Wednesday night as the National Weather Service issued a high wind warning for the region until Thursday night. More on that on the weather segment in a couple of minutes. Now we take a look at the power outage by National Grid. It's 9,119 customers out of power so far for National Grid in the region here. And for N-Star here, $2,380 customers without power here. In Boston, a Chinese government-owned rail company was awarded a $566.6 million Massachusetts state contract on Wednesday to build subway trains for the T, the nation's oldest subway system, despite concerns from local actors about China. In recent days, Canada has become more involved in the global fight against ISIS, and like other Western nations, its battle against the radical Sunni militant group has its own risk included at home. Sergeant-at-Arms Kevin Vickers is being held a hearing today for shooting the gunman who ambushed the Parliament building in Ottawa. Lawmakers confirmed to ABC News that Vickers fired a fatal shot that killed the gunman who had not been. Beijing, China says it gets referred allied North Korea to the International Criminal Court over its human rights record. Nicosia Cyprus, chief of Cyprus accident aircraft aboard says search crews have found wreckage below a small aircraft that vanished while en route to Beirut, Lebanon from the East Mediterranean island. Palestinian youths have clashed with Israeli police in East Jerusalem, continuing protests that erupted in a Palestinian man rammed his car into a group of pedestrians and was shot by Israeli police. Columbus, Ohio, officials said a Central Ohio man beat his pregnant girlfriend with a baseball bat, strangled her and buried her before leading police to the woman's body days later. Kenneth Weinstein Lane, investigator of academic irregularities at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, holds that copious findings. Los Angeles, authorities said a 7-year-old boy riding a motorized bike was hit and killed by a NASCAR truck in the South Los Angeles residents then attacked the driver. The Arizona got a modest lift on Thursday as a new survey showed that the economy picked up speed in October thanks to a modest rebound in Germany. David Freeman, acting head of National Highway Traffic Safety Mission, as under pressure intensified for recall of Takata airbag. General Motors said it entered $1.4 billion in the third quarter of the trade in North America and China, where newly introduced models are more popular than the ones they replaced. Third quarter revenue at Comcast Corporation rose 4% to $16.8 billion, and net income soared 44% to $2.6 billion, as the company added about 350,000 high-speed internet customers and generally 81,000 TV customers, Cable Channel reported on Thursday. Spain's unemployment rate fell to the lowest since the end of the 2011 and the third quarter, and it can be turned into one of the fastest growing in the Euro region. Here, take a look at stock market reports here. Dow features 65.49, up 124. SP features 1937 three quarters, up 12 and three quarters, and Nasdaq features 39.35 three quarters, up 26 and a half. European markets, DAX 99, 71.98, up 31.84. FTSE 6393.39, down 6.34. CAC 4127.13, up 22.04. Asian markets, Nikkei 5138.96, down 56.81. Shanghai 2302.42, down 22.86, and HSI 2333.18, down 70.79. U.S. stock markets, Dow Jones closed 16461.32, down 153.49. SP 500, 1927.11, down 14.17. Nasdaq 4382.85, down 36.63. Oil markets, A1.03, up 51 cents. Brent A5.43, up 72 cents. And natural gas 3.618, down 1,000 points. Gold markets, 1234.60, down 10.98. Silver 17.17, down 1,000 point, and copper 3.385, up to 1,000 point. And in the bonds, US 10 yield 2.2535, up to 3,000 point. Germany 10 yield 0.89, up to 3,000 point, and Germany's 10 yield 0.43%, up 1,000 point. FX, European US dollar 1.2661, up 13,000 point. US dollar Germany's yen 107.74, up 60,000 point, and Great Britain US dollar 1.6023, up down to 7,000 point. Here. Alright, let's take a look at technology news. Google has added a new mobile app called Now That eventually inbox, which is almost a mixture of Google Now and Gmail. New Twitter logo has introduced Fabric, a new module mobile platform that the firm claims will make it easier for developers to build great apps. Apple's new iPad, the iPad Air 2, launched this week. It's very similar to last year's iPad Air, but it's still fitter, lighter, and faster. Renee Zellweger is going to let herself be faced by internet and talking to the news. To People magazine, editors claim that I glad people think I look differently. Elijah Wood, Sylvester McCoy, and Peter Jackson are the Fellowship of the Wiggins aired New Zealand's most epic safety video ever made. One of the few certainties in the music business these days is that if Taylor Swift puts out a new album, it will sell out a truckload. Our new study is that this week highlighted ancient Europeans' adoption to dairy products were known that as early humans shifted from hunting-gatherer to agriculture, genes shifted along beside it. An unexpected and potential groundbreaking discovery at NASA has spotted Saturn's moons Titan glowed at dusk and dawn. New maps at Saturn's moon Titan reveal large patches of trace gases shining brightly near its north and south poles. In New York, the United States imposed a new constraints on Wednesday on people entering the country from the three nations at the center of West Africa's Ebola epidemic, mandating that report that temperature daily stayed in touch with health. Researchers based in the development of a vaccine that could help the Ebola epidemic get good news. Early help, but clinical trials of one leading candidate involving a small group of volunteers in the United States and Europe suggested that a vaccine is safe. Take a look at New England Instant Alerts. Here in Derry, New Hampshire, a first alarm fire in Derry, New Hampshire, 5 million where the crews fought the fire in the 2.5-story wood frame as requested the MA to work and cover. Take a look at sports news here. In Singapore, Mario Sharapova has been ended this year as ranked as #1 with last taken by his friend as she shoved her second straight defeat at the WTA Finals on Thursday. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has looked at the Sixers roster recently after the NBA Board of Governors voted on Wednesday not to change the way the NBA draft lottery is held. Silver was after the thinks that teams are believe not are trying to take after changes. Peter Cello News Times, 8:38. Down now for Trevor Report here. Take a look at traffic news here. And we're going to start off in downtown Boston here, in Boston vicinity, where the Southeast Expressway had enough bad time. It's backed up from the split all the way down to the pike here. Due to the accident on the Southeast Expressway had enough bad time near Frederick Valley Parkway, and an accident near Quincy here, near exit 10, so trust us some extra time in that area here. Mass back in the eastbound side. It is backed up as you push 495 westward, and it's hit the brake to get a route ready to Natick all the way down to. The also Bratton told the mass back on the westbound side is backed up from The 10 wheels settle all the way down for the Austin Brighton tolls. 93 on the southbound side, inspector from Medford all the way down for the Zachem Bridge. Route 1 south, slope from Route 16 in Revere down for the Charlestown here, and 93 in the northbound side, inspector from Route 16 Medford all the way down through 128 here in Reading here. 128 south. Oh my, it's backed up from Beverly all the way out to 95 in Peabody. 128 northbound, it's backed up from 95 in Peabody down to Denver's here. 128 southbound. You hit the brakes again from 95 in Peabody all the way out to Route 3 in Woburn here. And we hit the brakes again from Route 3 in Burlington all the way out to Route 2 in Burlington here. And 128 on the southbound side, backed up 138 and Kenton all the way down for the Braintree split. 128 on the northbound side, backed up from 24 and Randolph all the way out to Route 2 in Lexington, doing the next one, Route 2 near Ward 225 in Lexington here. Route 3 on the southbound side, it's backed up from Route 4 in Chelmsford all the way out to Billerica here. And you hit the brakes again on Route 3 south, you approach 128 in Burlington here. 93 southbound, backed up from 213 Bethune all the way out to 93 in 128 in Reading here. And 95 more 5 from 128 to the New Hampshire border. 495 Lowell from 97 in April all the way out to Route 3 in Lowell here. It's backed up severely from 140 to Andover all the way down from 133 in Tewksbury here. And 495 northbound is backed up from 111 in Boxburg all the way down through Route 3A in Billerica. And 495 southbound sold around the Bolton stretch around Route 117 here. 495 north Lowell from 126 in Bellingham to the Mass Pike in Westbury here. And 95 on the northbound side, it's backed up from Nippon Street in Norwood all the way down from 128 in Kenton. 24 northbound sold from 139, Stoughton down from 128 out in Randolph here. And Route 3 northbound is backed up from 228 in Rockland all the way down for the Braintree split here. And 195 on the westbound side, sold from 114 to Seacock all the way down for downtown Providence. 95 southbound is backed up from S. Scrubs and Pawtucket down for downtown Providence. 610 connector sold from Route 6 in Johnson to 95 in Providence. 146 southbound is backed up from North Providence all the way down to 95 in Providence. And 195 westbound sold from 114 to Seacock down for downtown Providence. And 95 northbound sold from Warwick all the way down to Route 10 in Creston here. And 99 northbound sold from Cumberland down to Woonsocket here. And in Jamestown, the Newport Bridges are modified here. And the Board and Sagamore Bridges are modified on Sagamore Road Construction Roadway reduced to 199 Route 6 westbound on Sagamore Bridge. Peter Channel News Time, 8:42 and it is time off for the weather report here, and we are hearing the winds. We are hearing winds are howling here in Norton here after we get a lot of rain here. Let's take a look at our current conditions here in Norton, Massachusetts. 54 degrees on temperature, overcast skies. Humidity 9%, wind speed northeast about 9 miles per hour. Dew point about 51 degrees here. Current conditions here, it's 50 degrees here in Boston, 55 out in Cape Cod Bay, 50 out in Beverly, 52 in Gloucester, 50 in Haverhill, 48 in Lowell, 49 in Fitchburg, 46 in Worcester, 47 in Sturbridge, 50, now 49 in Webster, 48 in Milford, 51 in Norwood, 54 in Taunton, 55 in New Bedford, 54 in Plymouth, 57 in Robinson, 55 in Chatham, 57 in Falmouth, 58 in Cape Cod. Bates, 57 in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, 55 in Long Island, 53 in West Philly, 54 in Providence, 48 in Smithfield, 51 in New York City, Islip, 55 in Montauk, 53 in Long Island, 53 in Bridgeport, 52 in New Haven, 48 out in Denbury, 50 out in Waterbury, 51 in Meriden, 51 in Hartford, 51 in Windsor Locks, 50 in Springfield, 47 in Amherst, 48 in Greenfield, 48 in Athol, 46 in Pittsfield, 46 in Albany, New York, it's 43 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 45 in Bennington, 41 in Brattleboro, it's 48 out in Concord, New Hampshire, 48 in Concord, New Hampshire, 46 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 48 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 49 in Portland, and 50 up in Portland, Maine here. And we are seeing 15-foot tides at Boston Harbor. Up in the North Shore, it's 18-foot tides here. As we take a look at our current conditions, man, the nation here is a cold front from Northern California up to the Oregon, Washington, the pink front up to the British Columbia here. Cold front from California, stretching to Kansas down for southeast Nebraska and western Iowa. Warm front from southern Minnesota down for central Iowa down for Missouri. Pink front from Minnesota, stretching to western Ontario down for east central Manitoba. And a stationary front down for Gulf of Mexico. Cold front from southern Florida at the sea. And a stationary front out to California. And a pink front off the California coastline with a low pressure. And a pink front off the New England coastline. Here, and gonna front about it from southern Ontario down for eastern Michigan down for Pennsylvania down for New England coastline. Here. And a front down for New Mexico, and a front for Nevada down for western Arizona, down for western Mexico, and a front down to the California coastline here, and a front for Wyoming section to southeast of Montana, and a front from Montana down for southern Alberta. And we got high pressure in Quebec and western portions of Colorado here. And we're taking a look at and a lot of high pressure from Texas stretching it down to the Tennessee Valley and then up the Ohio Valley here, and then the Seven Great Lakes here. And we got low pressure in southeastern California and southeastern Colorado here. 39 degrees at temperature right now in Detroit. It's 47 out in Pittsburgh, 56 out in Washington, D.C., 44 in Atlanta, 74 in Miami, 69 in Brownsville, Texas, 64 in Dallas, Texas. It's 56 out in Kansas City, 36 in Chicago, 52 out in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 61 out in Omaha, Nebraska. It's 52 in Great Falls, Montana, Seattle, Washington, 64 in San Francisco, 62 in Los Angeles, 60 in Las Vegas, 69 in Phoenix, 53 in Albuquerque, a pair of 45s in Salt Lake City and Denver, Colorado. Here. Take a look at our radar here. It shows spotty light moderate bands of rain showers around much of the region here. We'll see some yellows and orange, which is moderate heavy bands of rain, and a few embedded lightning strikes around off the North Shore here, and line of strikes around Beverly around Gloucester here, and another embedded line of rain heavy showers and storms from Springfield, stretching to down for Amherst, F-Ball, and stretching up into Jeffrey and Everest up into Manchester, New Hampshire here. As we will zoom you out, and it shows batches of rain coming from much of Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and much of New England region, and stretching down for southern New York, from Albany, down for New York City, eastern Pennsylvania, down for New Jersey, down for Delaware here. And we're seeing a lot of rain showers from and a few storms from southern Ontario, stretching to northeastern Minnesota, western Wisconsin, down for central Iowa, a lot of rain showers from western Missouri, down for eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, down for eastern Texas, a lot of rain showers from southern Florida, stretching down for western and central portions of Cuba here. And we're seeing a lot of rain showers from northern California to northwestern portions of Nevada, stretching out to Idaho, Oregon, Washington State, and a few sleet and snow spells around Washington State, British Columbia, and a rain, sleet, and snow showers from eastern portions of British Columbia, and for southwestern portions of Alberta, a lot of rain and sleet showers from western and eastern portions of Alberta here. Alright, let's take a look at this satellite loop here, and it shows a lot of clouds from eastern New York State, down from Pennsylvania, down from New Jersey, and coming a bunch of New England and down through Atlantic, and a lot of clouds from eastern Texas and Louisiana, stretching all the way up into Arkansas, Missouri, eastern Iowa, Minnesota, western Illinois, down from Wisconsin, up to western Ontario, northern Manitoba, up in Ontario to Quebec. And batches of clouds come from Northern California, Nevada, and much of the Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies up in the British Columbia, Alberta, and up in Saskatchewan here. Okay, let's take a look what is going on in the tropics here. Oh, I see a peek of the sunshine. Try to peek into the clouds here. And nothing brewing in the tropics there. In the Eastern Pacific here. And tropical storm Anna, settled location 25.5 in the north, 168.4 to the west. Maximum sustained winds 40 miles per hour. Movement northwest about 10 miles an hour here. And tropical storm warning is effect for portions of the Papahānaumokuākea Marine National Monument from French frigate Schultz and Lisetsky. And tropical warning means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere within the water there within 36 hours. At 2 a.m. Hawaii time, 12 UTC center of tropical storm Adam was located near latitude 26.0 to the north. Longitude 168.6 west, and it's moving toward the northwest near 12 miles by 19 kilometers out of it. It is most expected to become more northerly and early Friday than northeasterly and early Saturday. And Metro State winds are near 50 miles by 80 kilometers out with higher gusts, and it has straightened over the past 3 hours, and the additional strength is forecast for early Saturday. Tropical force winds extend out was 150 miles by 240 kilometers out from the center, and the estimated minimum central pressure 996 millibars and 29.41 inches here. Tropical conditions are expected over Greater Pinnacles and nearby water fat tonight and will affect the Reef area to the Thursday morning. Large swells produced by Anna will continue across the northwest Hawaiian Island tonight and early Thursday. Produced by the swells will be dangerous along the reefs and rainfall amounts of 48 inches possible over the northwestern Hawaiian Islands in the center of Anna. Here. And an active weather pattern continues across the Pacific Northwest with strong onshore flow bringing moisture to the Pacific Ocean with the greatest rainfall over the coastal mountain ranges and Cascades. By Friday morning, increase in regional loft across the region should help to reduce the amount of rain coverage. As several inches of rainfall is possible in these areas, and in this magnitude of rainfall could lead to some flash flooding. Any snowfall should be confined to the highest elevations of the Cascades. Showers of the few thunderstorms are expected near and over the weekend in frontal zone moving across the Midwest states and across the Northeast United States. A slow moving coastal storm will continue to bring periods of rain going into early Friday. By Friday evening, the cyclone pulls away, slowly away from the region, allows for improved conditions from west and east, and a few inches of rain is possible over the parts of the New England by the end of the weekend across southern Florida and the Keys. Periods of heavy rain and thunderstorms are forecast to continue Friday and Thursday evening as moisture from a weak tropical low intersects the station front 2. It's northeast and high risk rainfall likely over the Florida Keys. And take a look at the forecast discussion around the country here. Nope, here in New England there. A powerful early seasons. Coastal storm will bring strong winds and periods of heavy rain and squalls with acid thunderstorms this morning. The rain will get more showery this afternoon along with winds not quite so strong. The showers continue to diminish Friday as the storm slowly pulls away from New England. Showers possible again Saturday evening and overnight as low pressure moves into southern Quebec and dry seasonally cool weather. Returns Sunday and early next week. 7 a.m. update. Only minor adjustments that the forecast is but morning is updated. Temperature 2.3 bring them to the current trends about over fishes. Remain on track will be updated flooded advisory and flood water. That's heavy rain bands continue to pivot across the North Shore. Another concern is a band of moderate to heavy rain in Franklin County, which may yield some minor river flooding. Heavy rain and flood fight. Bill Paul has been estimating how the rainfall rates have about an inch or so in the rain band over the Massachusetts much of the night. Rainfall may be underestimated given the strong low level winds. Precipitation drift as this warm conveyor belt slowly lifts northward to the heavy rainfalls. Flood fights will be focused across the northern Massachusetts and the southern New Hampshire this morning. That's worst conditions by this morning. The community will be across the region elsewhere. The precipitation will be more showery, not as intense. However, never put the shortwave FV anomaly was pivoted northward around the mid-level low end of this new warm conveyor belt may eclipse southern Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts later today with initial heavy rainfall. Lap rates not as bad as later today as this morning, but get out real hot. I said thunderstorms getting into stuff to the evening across stuff. Rhode Island and the southeast Massachusetts given risk of additional flooding will leave the flood watches in the greatest risk across the northeast Massachusetts, southeast New Hampshire this morning here. And Boston radar hurricane low level jet Wiggins southward and shifted northward. Elevated observing platforms such as shoals off the North Hampshire coastline of New Hampshire confirms this. When northeast winds continue to gust over 50 knots, however, surface winds are slacking a bit over the region as wind trajectory is shifted from northeast to north during the period on hours, and this is a result of the development of the subtle coastal front. The small land trajectory is more stable than over the relatively warmer ocean along with more friction drag. Hence, wind speeds have less than overnight. However, given the core of the low-level jet will be the closer to northeast Massachusetts along with a heavy rain convection and head to the wind front from precipitation drag will continue the high left wind warning from Essex County and elsewhere. Low-level jet will remain strong enough to support wind speeds that point to the advisory criteria, while speeds may fall just Sharp criteria fully departure, leaf trees that will increase the risk of down limbs and branches, and that's what will continue the wind of artery until 11 p.m. this evening when the low level jet expected a weekend. Here, short term. Alright. Let's take a look at the weather notes here. 15 to 20 foot wave outs on the Massachusetts North Shore. Coastal flood advisory until 2 p.m. on Thursday. Wind gusts 35 to 50 miles an hour. Flash flood water until 10:50 a.m. for much for the Middlesex and Essex County, Massachusetts. And rainfall total so far. Natick at 3.47 inches. Swamp's got 3.01 inches. And Boston 2.79 inches here. Alright. We have coastal flood advisories. High tide 11 p.m. to noon for the South Shore of Massachusetts up to the North Shore of Massachusetts up to the sea coast of New Hampshire is coastal Maine here. Flood watch is 11 a.m. for much of the eastern Massachusetts up to New Hampshire up to the Maine, and we have a high wind warning up in the North Shore of Massachusetts and wind advisory for much rest of the region here. And today's predicted highs will be 49 to 58 degrees here. As we are under a wind advisory and in fact, and now till 11 p.m. this evening for much of East Massachusetts, Western Canada, and southward in the Northeast Connecticut, and all of Rhode Island, this includes the following cities and towns of Putnam, Willamette, Milford, Worcester, Foxborough, Norwood, Taunton, Brockton, Fall River, New Bedford, Mattapoisett, Manchester, Nashua, Foster, Smithfield, Providence, West Greenwich, Warwick, Bristol, Narragansett, and Westbury, Newport. Winds north 20 to 30 miles per hour, gust size 45 miles per hour. Time of the strongest winds that occurred in heavy rain, squalls, and isolated thunderstorms. In fact, this strong winds may result in some tree limbs and even some isolated power outages. Heavy rain combined with many full leaf trees will likely accelerate the potential of tree limbs. A wind advisory in the position with sustained winds are forecast to be 31 to 39 miles per hour. Gusts will range between 46 and 57 miles per hour. Winds this strong and capable of down to small tree limbs and branches. The pulse will cause an isolated power outages. Driving can be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles there. And flood watch remains until 11 a.m. this morning. Flood watch continues for rest of East Massachusetts and Southeast New Hampshire. This includes the cities and towns of Framingham, Lowell, Lawrence, Gloucester, Foxborough, Norwood, Cambridge, Boston, Quincy, Taunton, Brockton, Plymouth, Fall River, New Bedford, Mattapoisett, Chatham, Falmouth, Provincetown, Ayr, Manchester, Nashua, Petersburg, and Ware, New Hampshire. Until 11 a.m. this morning. There's periods of rain will embed the thunderstorms that continue with this morning. They'll get more sharp, less intense this afternoon. Rainfall rates of up to 1 inch per hour would occur at times and may result in the urban and port drainage area and small stream flooding. Precautionary preparedness actions of flood watch means that will be a potential flood based on current forecasts. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for the possible flood warnings. There's limited areas of that the flooded should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. Throughout the internet, flood watch and wind advisory day 2 for 7, Friday for Wednesday. No hazard weather expected at this time. Here. And let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here. For today, showers, rain can be heavy times. High fog for noon. High to 59 degrees. North with about 30 miles per hour. Gust size 30 miles per hour. Chance ratio 9%. Noon with about between 3/4 and 1 inch possible. Tonight, showers likely maybe before 9 p.m. Punch fog. Otherwise, skies got a low about 46 degrees. North with about 14 miles per hour. Wind gust size 32 miles per hour. Chance ratio 6%. Noon with principal about less than 10 inches possible. Friday, isolated showers before 1 p.m. Clouds got 55 degrees. Northwest with about 10 miles per hour. Chance ratio 20%. By that, most of the clouds got low about 42 degrees. West with about 8 miles per hour. Saturday, most of the clouds got about 62 degrees. West with about 69 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 0%. Saturday night, chance of showers made before 9 p.m. Part of the clouds got low about 46 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, most of the clouds got about 58, low about 41 degrees. Monday, sun clouds and most of the clouds got about 60, low about 41 degrees. And Tuesday, most of the part clouds got about 64, low about 49 degrees. And for Wednesday, most of the clouds got about 65 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the day. Oh. A damp and windy Thursday attack. PJ Whiskey, good day with goodbyes at all. See you at noon. Have a good day.